So, deadlifts and back rounding. Is it okay to round your back when you deadlift? Now, this is a topic that comes up quite a bit. I want to try and break it down and make it as simple as possible for you guys, so you know what you should be looking for when you're doing deadlifts in your own training. Now, first of all, I will say, obviously, everyone is different. These are just very general recommendations. There is an individual component to all of this, but these are just general recommendations that most people would probably benefit from following. So you can see, first picture I've got here, person's set up in the bottom with a nice neutral spine, and then as they go through the lift, they're maintaining that neutral spine. This is what we want. This is ideal. Then, in the second picture, you can see the person's setting up with a slightly flexed spine in the bottom. This can be okay, as long as they maintain that slight flexion, so they're not increasing the degree of flexion as they lift off the ground. You can see the spine stays in the same position throughout the whole lift. Now, what we don't want is, you can see this person here is set up with a bit of flexion, with a bit of spinal flexion at the bottom. Then as they lift, that spinal flexion is increasing, so they're rounding their back more and more as they lift the bar off the ground. This is not what we want. This just increases the likelihood that you're going to hurt your back when doing deadlifts. Now, a big part of this is remembering why you're doing the exercise. So, most people aren't powerlifters. Most people aren't in the gym trying to break all records or deadlift the most weight possible. Most people are in the gym trying to get adaptations, the adaptations that come from strength training. So whether they be an athlete trying to improve sporting performance, or just someone generally training to get the health benefits that come from strength training. Now, if someone can't get in a good position to deadlift from the floor with a straight bar, change the lift. We want to strive for this position. We want most people falling under this first category. So if they can't get in a good position to lift from a barbell with a barbell from the floor, change it. Raise the barbell up higher. Do a trap bar deadlift. Do an RDL. Whatever is going to keep them as close to this position as possible. And don't lift past the point of technical breakdown. Now, change your idea of what a max is. Don't think of a max as just the most weight you can lift off the bar. Think of off the ground. Think of a max as the most weight you can lift with good technique. We don't want to end up doing these ones. Don't let your ego get the better of you. Don't do this just to say you lifted more weight.